Hi, you guys. Thank you guys for being here. Let's get into it. I'm going straight to the tarot. No cards pulled, nothing. Let's just get into it. What do they need to know, Spirit? I'm using the Game of Thrones deck today. So Game of Thrones could be relevant for someone. It always is for me. It's my favorite. Ooh, 7 of Cups in the reverse with Judgment with 6 of Swords. Wow, talk about an awakening, right? It's like something. There is some kind of illusion here, and it's like you've woken up to it and you were guided. 6 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You have guides around you. Okay, so there's a specific guide coming out here today that is saying that you have woken up to some kind of illusion. Risen. That's what I'm hearing. Risen. 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 Seven of Wands with the Magician. I'm getting someone here that used to spend a lot of time in their head, okay? I'm getting like someone who spent a lot of time in their head and a lot of like, I guess imagining, right? Kind of often, you know, thinking of things, right? But I feel like someone here is honing in and is actually using this, okay? Because you have a beautiful imagination. And I feel like someone here, you could worry about being delusional sometimes. We got to talk about it, right? I do the same thing. Sometimes I worry, you know, it's like the spiritual world is very interesting. You know, sometimes we'll get downloads or something will pop into our mind and it's so out there that I'm like, there's no way I'm going to talk about this. There's no way you know, I must be delusional, you know, and I'm always trying to like make sure that like, hey, Shay, don't be delusional. Like we got to stay in reality, you know what I mean? So I could be talking to someone that deals with that as well. And is always trying to make sure that like you're here, you know what I mean? And you're present and you're not being delusional. But what I'm getting here, what I'm trying to say, sorry guys, what I'm trying to say is someone's using these delusions to their benefit. Okay, and I'm going to say delusions, okay, with quotations, because anything we think of in our brain actually exists somewhere. So are we really delusional? You know what I mean? So I'm just getting someone with a very out there imagination, and I'm getting someone using it. Using it. Like, yeah, I'm going to be delusional with this shit. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting. I'm getting you're manifesting from a place of like, not delusion. I'm not saying that. It's like, hey, anything can happen. And some people might look at you as delusional, you know, because of that. But who's really delusional, right? And delusional, does it even really exist? I don't know. Because everything that comes in our brain, it's happened. So what else, Spirit? Okay, so we got the 9 of Swords, we got the Page of Swords, and then we got the Hanged Man coming out. We got the Star at the bottom of the deck, though. Okay, so that changes the game right there. So with the Hanged Man, you guys, there's a timeout, right? That's what this is. It's like God putting you in a timeout so you can see things in a different perspective. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I'm glad I just explained that because then it just made sense. That's what I'm trying to say. I think that God is showing you, it's trying to show you that, dude, you can use this. You have such a beautiful, whoever I'm talking to, your imagination is colorful as fuck. Like you have such a beautiful imagination and God is saying that's a gift. Don't look at it like as you're delusional. You can use this. You can use this. Write a book, you know, like, or, use it. You know what I mean? You can use this shit and I don't know, painting, art, creating a poem, creating a song, but being very out there with it. Like using that delusional, the beautiful delusional imagination. I don't even want to call it delusional though. I just want to call it like a colorful imagination because that's what it is. Someone here has been either called delusional or you have been calling yourself delusional. And God is saying, I need you to look at this differently, because it's actually a gift of yours to be able to visualize and come up with things that other people do not. It's a gift. And someone here, God's had you on a timeout trying to show you that that imagination you have, that's not delusional at all. Okay, that's colorful. And whoever thinks it's delusional, or maybe it's you judging yourself, and you don't want to go there. But I just feel God is saying this is a gift, and that's what I'm getting. It's like the Page of Swords is that aha moment of something that you felt actually had you in a cage. You felt that like, well, maybe, I'm being delusional. But God is saying that's a gift. That's a gift. That's your imagination. You're not being delusional. Okay? So that's why the Hanged Man came out as well. It's like, let's think about this differently. There's a deep healing with the unique. It all comes together now. The star at the bottom of the deck. The uniqueness. Do you know how unique you are? The way you think is so unique. You're not delusional. Someone needs to hear that. This won't resonate for a lot of people, and I know that. But someone needs to hear this about your imagination. You are not delusional. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And the very thing that you thought kept you caged is the very thing that will set you free. So use that imagination. That imagination, that's a gift of yours, bro. People don't think the way you think. So some people may call it strange, may call it weird, may call it delusional. But is it? Think about it. It's not. Think about like some of the best movies that were created. If they didn't have that out there imagination, that movie would have never been created. You're special. You have very special, unique features about you. Very unique gifts about you and your imagination. You go there. Other people aren't able to go there like you. You go there. And with the Judgment, I just realized you actually wake people up with your delusions. There's something about your out-of-the-box thinking, okay, that wakes people up. So God is saying, don't you see this as a gift? The way you talk, the way you interact, the way you move in life, it's very out there is what I'm getting. And God is saying that that's a gift. And I feel God's been trying to show you that. Okay? Wow. I totally understand this, that's for sure. So Page of Cups came out in the reverse. Okay, with the Queen of Wands, that is, right? Queen of Wands. Too serious. Too serious, okay? That's what I'm hearing. You're too serious. You're too critical about your... you might be too serious about showing up in a certain way. Like you want to show up as the Queen of Wands instead of showing up like in a Page of Cups energy. But what God is saying is that there's magic in this Page of Cups energy. Okay? Don't look over how powerful the imagination can be, because that's the Page of Cups is all about the imagination. You know, it's watching the fish in the cup and it's just blown out of the, mind blown, right? I feel like that's how people feel about you. They're mind blown about you, okay? But what Spirit is saying is that because this was in the reverse, the Page of Cups in the reverse, Spirit is saying you don't always have to show up as that Queen of Wands. Ready to perform, ready to, be whatever to anybody, Or you don't always have to show up as this inspirational person. God is saying you can show up as the Page of Cups too and be just as inspiring. Okay? So let your imagination fly. That's what I'm hearing. It's a gift. You have a beautiful imagination. Let it fly. That's the message, you guys. This is not going to be a long message. I feel like this is going to get to the point and it's going to find that person that it needs to find. Maybe if it's only one person, someone needs to hear this about their imagination. You've been judging your imagination and sometimes calling it delusional. And God is saying that is not a delusion, it's a gift. And He wants you to embrace this imagination about you because you have a beautiful fucking imagination. There's things that you think about and like, I'm getting like pictures in your mind, the colors, the vivid colors, the way you picture things in your mind. It's beautiful. It's out there. And a lot of people can't visualize the way you visualize. It's crazy. You have a very beautiful gift here. And God just needs you to see it like that. And I think someone's starting to. I think you are. This very thing that you felt kept you in a cage. I think that you felt like maybe you were too out there, like you were too imaginative. There's something about that. I don't know. You know, I don't know. But it's something that you felt kept you in a cage that actually sets you free by embodying it. You know, there it is, that Queen of Spears again. You don't always have to show up, you know, like that. We got the Ace of Swords, Five of Cups, and Temperance. Okay, good. Okay, this is what you're leaving behind. With the Five of Cups, I feel like this is what I was saying. I'm trying to say that I think that you are healing this right now, and you guys be nice. Harley? Hey, I'll put you both out. How about that? So what I'm getting with this Five of Cups, how I was saying, I do think that you're starting to see this. So you're leaving behind, you're realizing like, hey, yeah, this might not be working out for me, but this is, and I'm getting that with your imagination. Okay, it's like you're realizing that this is a gift of mine. The things that I think of and that I create in my mind are out of this world, and they are. That's the whole point. You're being downloaded from other realms. That's the whole point here, you guys. The reason why you think of the craziest shit is because your mind goes the furthest, okay? You are reaching dimensions that other people, they can't reach. That's why they can't understand you. Wow, that's the truth. Ace of Swords. That's the fucking truth. So if anybody's judging you, you guys, or if anybody, whatever it is, okay? I just want you to know that's how special you are. You're able to imagine these things because you're able to reach realms that do. You're being downloaded this information, okay, from different dimensions. Not everybody understands every dimension because not everyone reaches every dimension. Temperance, you're alchemizing this. Understanding that this imagination of mine, this creative ability, I can use this. I can use this. I'm not delusional. I'm fucking creative. Yeah. Okay, we're going to get one Archangel Michael. Whoa, that was... Oh my God. That was so quick. You guys will not. Dude, can this be any more perfect? Okay, the first one says, take control of your thoughts. Your thoughts are creating your reality. Have faith and stay focused on the outcome that you truly desire. The other one says, step into the spotlight. You have a message that the world needs to hear. It's time to share your wisdom. What I'm going to say, you guys, take control of your thoughts and understand and know it's a gift. And you are meant to be in the spotlight with it. 1313 on the clock. This gift of yours, you're unlocking something in your mind, in your mental body, I'm telling you. This is for someone. You are literally unlocking some kind of magic in your mind right now. And Spirit is saying that that magic is meant to take center stage here. You're supposed to use that imagination, that creative ability that you've had since a child, that out there thinking. The beautiful interdimensional thinking you have. That's supposed to be in the spotlight. You're supposed to use that. Okay? Bottom of the deck, open up to your spiritual gifts. Hell yeah. Spirit is saying this is a gift. And what I'm getting here is when it goes hand in hand. The imagination and the intuition are roommates in the brain. Once you start allowing the imagination to go and let it fly, guess what? Your intuition becomes stronger. It goes hand in hand. So yes, you will be waking up more and more as you embrace this imagination. It will affect your spiritual gifts. Love it. I love it. This is the message, you guys. I'm leaving it here. Maybe I'll get one angel. I picked one Kipperish and it was the courthouse. This is just the same thing as the judgment. Okay? There's been an awakening here. Holy shit, I'm not delusional. I'm just super creative. And yeah, maybe some people don't understand it, but I'm going to use this. Hell yeah. And the reason why some people don't understand is maybe they can't reach the dimensions that I reach. That's okay. That's why you're so creative. That's why you're so imaginative. You are being downloaded by other realms, by other dimensions, other beings that think that way. There's something very out of the box that you are, look at this, confidence. That's what's needed here. This is the obstacle, confidence. Those are the two 15-15 that came out, you guys. This is the obstacle, is to be confident in this gift that you have. That's the obstacle, okay? Wow, confidence. It says things are moving and you need to make a decision. Act with confidence and take a risk. Affirmation, obstacles are now falling away easily, okay? Easily. The angels remind you that you are a highly capable person and there is nothing that you can't overcome and achieve. And when you set your mind to it, the obstacles you have faced are lessons which have taught you about your own strength and resilience. Have confidence in the obstacles you have overcome. And that's what I'm hearing with these two cards. Have confidence in all the shit you fucking went through and all the shit you overcame. This ain't shit. This is nothing. And remember that. Remember all the things you have been through. Have confidence when showing this gift to the world is what I'm hearing. Because this is a gift of yours. It's your imagination. It's your creativity. You go there. And keep allowing that. Keep allowing yourself to go there. Because you are meant to make some magical shit here. Keep going there. And know that this is your only obstacle. Is being confident in this gift. Once you have confidence in this gift, game over. You create whatever the hell you want to create when you want to create it, and the best shit comes out. So keep being you. What else did I want to say? Yeah, and know that the reason why, you have these crazy ideas, these out of the box ideas, is because you're reaching different dimensions, and some people can't understand that. They're not meant to. I love you. God wants you to look differently at this gift. And I think there's been a huge awakening about this imagination of yours. The more you open up to this, the more your spiritual gifts open up as well. So this is judgment. This is an awakening of a beautiful gift that you've had that you have been judging for so long, calling it delusional, maybe calling yourself delusional. God is saying you are not delusional. You're getting downloads from different dimensions. It might not make sense to you. But know that you are connected to realms that other people aren't. This is why you're pulling out things that other people might not understand. Allow this to happen and allow your spiritual gifts to keep rising. You're not delusional, you're fucking creative. And you're connected. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Let yourself create whatever you want to create. Don't judge it.